If you're thinking about buying the Timekettle W4 Pro for flawless real-time translation, hold on, because I've dug deep into this device and found some serious issues you need to know before spending your money. But here's what surprised me. Despite its high-tech triple mic noise cancellation and impressive offline translation capabilities, this gadget struggles in everyday use more than you'd expect. Many people expect a miracle from language translators, but the W4 Pro doesn't quite deliver the seamless experience you're promised. So, if you're tired of translation devices that promise the world but leave you lost in translation, keep watching. I'm revealing the hard truth about the W4 Pro and why it might not be the game changer you hoped for. Now, before you scroll away, let me promise you one thing. By the end of this review, you'll know exactly if this device deserves your hard-earned cash or if you should save your money for something better. Plus, I'm sharing some clever workarounds and alternatives that can actually make your multilingual meetings and travels smoother. Spoiler alert, sometimes, less fancy tech just works better. So stay tuned because in the next few minutes, you'll discover the flaws in the W4 Pro's design that could ruin your user experience, and how to avoid those pitfalls without looking like a language-challenged tourist lost at an international airport. The Timekettle W4 Pro is marketed as a premium, smart translation earbud designed to break down language barriers instantly, ideal for business meetings, traveling, or even catching foreign shows. It boasts triple mic noise cancellation aiming to filter out background noise and capture your voice accurately, plus features like listen and play mode for smooth multilingual conversations and AI-powered memos that highlight key takeaways. Sounds like the Swiss Army knife of translation tools, right? Well, that's what I thought initially, but the devil's in the details. First, let's talk about the triple mic noise cancellation. In theory, having 3 microphones combined with vector-based noise reduction is brilliant. It promises to isolate your voice from crowded room chatter and bustling streets. However, in practice, W4 Pro often struggles to avoid crosstalk, meaning it still picks up background conversations or fails to clearly distinguish your voice from surrounding noises. Imagine trying to discuss a contract in a coffee shop, only to have your device pick up every barista's joke and blend it awkwardly with your words. This hampered speech recognition undermines the core purpose of the product. In other words, don't expect crystal clear communication in noisy environments all the time. But here's a kicker. This device is supposed to shine in meetings with its listen and play mode, making multilingual collaboration effortless. Supposedly, you can switch between listening and speaking instantly, with AI highlighting key content to boost focus. But users report that this feature, while innovative on paper, can lag or misinterpret overlaps, causing delays or missed messages. If you rely on this for critical business discussions, that could cause big problems. Moving on to the translation itself, the W4 Pro offers online and offline modes. Offline mode supports 13 language pairs across major languages like English, Spanish, Chinese, French, German, and Japanese, promising seamless translation even without internet. This sounds like a lifesaver if you're traveling in a remote area. But here's the catch. The number of offline language pairs is limited, and the quality of offline translation tends to dip significantly compared to online mode. So if you count on the offline mode for accuracy during your international trips, you might end up nodding and hoping the device got it right when it probably didn't. Then, there's the battery life. The device itself lasts about 6 hours on a single charge, which is decent for continuous use, and the charging case extends this to 18 hours total, great for all-day use. Standby time of up to a year sounds fantastic, but in real-world conditions, heavy users report needing more frequent charges due to active translation draining battery faster than advertised. So while it's not a deal-breaker, it's another thing to manage when you're relying on uninterrupted translation during important calls or meetings. Here's where it gets interesting. Despite a 3.7-star rating on Amazon, customer reviews are a mixed bag. Many users praise the concept and tech innovation, but criticize inconsistent performance, awkward app interface, and confusing setup. Some mention frequent app crashes, connectivity problems, and challenges syncing the earbuds with multiple devices, issues that can turn your slick translation tool into a frustrating paperweight. If you're not tech-savvy, preparing for a troubleshooting marathon is not exactly ideal. So, who exactly is the Timekettle W4 Pro for? If you're a regular international traveler needing casual translation support, or a multilingual workplace dweller who can tolerate occasional hiccups, it might be worth considering as a novelty gadget. But if your work depends on flawless, real-time communication, especially in loud, busy environments, this might not be the reliable assistant you're hoping for. In other words, professionals who demand precision and ease of use should tread carefully. One of the funniest issues users have encountered is the accidental translation of their own mumbling and coughs. Yes, your W4 Pro might politely translate your throat clearing into something like, "I contemplate the meaning of the universe." So, unless you want your device transforming your sneezes into philosophical statements, you'll need to learn how to mute at just the right moments. Translation tech. 1. Human noisiness. 0. Another funny but slightly alarming story came from a user who whispered a secret during a meeting, only to have the device loudly translated in the wrong language, turning a serious comment into a hilarious faux pas. Imagine explaining to your boss why you just said, "I will bribe my cat to do the report." Translation fails can get awkward fast. So yes, while AI translation has advanced leaps and bounds, it's still a game of hit or miss. Not all doom and gloom. Let's talk about positives because the W4 Pro does innovate in impressive ways. For example, the auto-recording sessions with AI memos are a smart touch, allowing you to revisit the main points of conversations instantly. This could be a lifesaver if you're multitasking during multilingual meetings. The seamless switching between online and offline modes is also handy, especially if you travel between countries with patchy internet. Plus, the compact, ergonomic design makes wearing the earbuds comfortable for long hours, not something all translation devices achieve. Joke incoming. Why did the translator bring a ladder to the meeting? Because they wanted to reach the highest level of communication, with or without Wi-Fi. Okay, bad joke, but you get the point. Sometimes technology isn't enough. In summary, the Timekettle W4 Pro aims high but falls short in key areas like consistent translation quality, noise cancellation in real-world environments, and battery life under heavy use. Its cutting-edge features like triple mic noise reduction, offline mode, and AI-enabled meeting support are appealing, but often don't live up to the hype when tested beyond quiet rooms and stable networks. That being said, if you're someone who wants to experiment with emerging translation tech, enjoys the novelty of AI features, and can be patient with occasional glitches or updates, the W4 Pro is a fun gadget to try. It's also a unique conversation starter and could improve with future software upgrades. But if you're looking for a reliable professional tool that won't leave you scrambling in crucial moments, I recommend looking elsewhere. There are other options on the market geared at business users with more solid reputations. Before I hand you off, here's my mini challenge. Try recording your next multilingual phone call without a translation aid. Then imagine how much smoother it would be with or without the W4 Pro's hiccups. This comparison will help you weigh its value honestly. Final joke to lighten things up. What do you call a multilingual dinosaur? A thesaurus. Just remember, even the smartest devices can't always translate dinosaur-level confusion. To wrap up on a positive note, if the Timekettle W4 Pro's innovative features and portability sound like they might fit your lifestyle, and you're aware of its current limitations, it could make an engaging addition to your tech ecosystem. Many users find its translation capabilities and AI-powered meeting functions helpful once they get the hang of the quirks. Plus, with Amazon's return policy, you can test it risk-free. Remember, all tech needs time to mature, and who knows? Future firmware updates might polish its rough edges. If you want to grab the best price on the Timekettle W4 Pro, check the Amazon link in the description below. It's your shortcut to a quicker checkout and possibly some deals. Whether you decide to purchase or pass, armed with this honest review, you're one step closer to truly overcoming the language barrier in your life. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if this video helped you make an informed decision. Until next time, keep communicating, just maybe not through your sneezes.